Well, hi you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Eek Acres. Last night I had something happen down here on the other side of the creek. One of the two locations where a lot of things take place. And this to me sounded like some type of unknown animal. But it's something I've never heard before ever in my lifetime being in the outdoors. Anytime I've gone camping out of the area, camped at state lands, camped at campgrounds, remote campgrounds where there's no facilities. I've never heard this sound before, but it was down here along this new trail that we put in. And how it all began is I was out on the back porch with Gigi, and Gigi started acting very crazy. She was running back and forth on the deck, then she'd run down off the deck into the dog kennel, and then back up onto the deck and back down to the dog kennel. And she wasn't barking, she wasn't whimpering, but she was frantically sniffing the air like she smelled something approaching the property, and she was picking up its scent. She kept doing this back and forth, racing really fast. I said, "What's wrong, Gigi? What is it? What is it? What do you smell? What do you smell?" And she really wanted to get out. She wanted to chase after whatever this thing was. And right here where I'm standing, here's the trail behind me that we put in. And right here where I'm standing is where it came through, right here. There's the porch of the house up there. And I could hear it walking through here. It sounded about the size of a large dog, but I could not see anything. And Bridget and I were using the night vision goggles, and because the leaves are so thick down through here, we couldn't get anything. We couldn't see anything down here on this end of the property. And I don't see any evidence of where this thing would have come through, but it does look like a new game trail is starting through here, because the deer will come down this far to the house, and then they see the house and us up there, and then they turn and they go this way. So I think a new game trail is starting. But this thing was walking around a lot down here last night. And the dog was still continuing to sniff, putting her nose up in the air, running around, sniffing a different area, running back up onto the deck, sniffing the air, putting her nose right through the fencing and just sniffing the air. And then when Bridget came out, when I called her out, she says, "What is that smell?" Now, I didn't smell anything, but I asked her what it smelled like, and she said it stinks like a barn, like horse manure. And she said it really stunk bad. And well, I breathe through my mouth because I have very narrow nasal passages up through here. I'm supposed to have something done about it, according to my ear, nose, and throat doctor, but they want to do like, surgically open it up. Anyway, I don't breathe well through my nose, so I breathe through my mouth, and I didn't smell anything. So I did not smell what Gigi was smelling and what Bridget was smelling. But once Bridget came out again, and she brought the night vision binoculars with her, it then started making noise. Right over there where I said it was coming through the woods. And it sounded larger than a typical animal. Like I said, about the size of a large dog. And it was making this very bizarre sound that I never heard before. And I actually got it on my this phone, because I turned the phone on and I started recording, and Bridget did the same thing, and she got it on her phone and I got it on this phone. So I'm going to play this clip. I believe it's some kind of animal, but what animal brings a stench like a barn and makes this kind of sound? Here's the clip. Does anybody know what that is? Gigi's been going nuts out here on the porch. I hope you can hear that. I've never heard that before. You got the night vision goggles?
Yeah.
See, Gigi's growling. What is it, Gigi? What is it? What on earth is that? Is it a wounded animal?
I'm wondering.
Man, I'll tell you, every night I hear the weirdest stuff in these woods. It's probably some kind of nocturnal bird or something.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like a bird.
I don't know. I've never heard that before, though. In all the years I've done camping and been in the outdoors, I've never heard that before. Could be some type of mating owl call that I've never heard. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing down in there. Quit.
Do you see anything through those? Okay, now that you guys saw the clip and you heard the sound coming from down there, just off that new trail we just put in, do you guys know what it is? Because I don't. It's a sound I've never heard in all my years of camping, being out fishing, hiking. Never. 53 years I've been on this planet and I've never heard anything make that sound. I don't know if it was some type of owl. But then again, owls aren't the size of a large dog, and this thing was clearly walking around down there, breaking sticks. You could hear the leaves rustling. This was all before the rain came. It started raining this morning. It's been raining all day, and it just now cleared up. Everything out here is soaking wet. I don't see any tracks, but every night when I come out here at night into this backyard, I hear the damnedest things. The other night there was a very loud scream that came from way up in the woods, way up back at that new trail we put in. A very loud scream. That could have been a fox, because a fox can make just a hair-raising scream that would scare the hell out of anybody that didn't know what it was. To me, it sounded like it could have been a fox, but without seeing it, I can't confirm if it was or wasn't. I don't know. I don't like to assume that something is anything without knowing. It's just dumb to do that. And that's why I'm asking you guys if you know what this thing was that was down in the woods that was making this sound. Maybe it's just a normal, native animal to Western New York, but I've never heard it before, so I don't know how I could have gone my whole life being in the outdoors and never hear this sound before. I just don't understand that. But, stuff happens, and so you guys heard the sound. If you could just let me know down below what it was, good. Then the next time I hear it, then I'll know what it was. Because I don't know what it was. And Bridget didn't know what it was. And but it was sure making Gigi go nuts. Because I got this pen down here that's all fenced in. We got this little gate. And she goes up on the deck, and then she runs down here, and she was putting her nose through this mesh wiring right here, sniffing really hard. And that's when Bridget told me she smelled that stink, and she said it came and it was here during this thing making this sound, and then once we didn't hear it anymore, shortly after that, there was no more smell out here anymore. So did this animal roll in something, get into something that made this animal stink? I have no idea. I'm just telling you guys what happened. I have no idea, but we didn't get it on either the phones, a video of it, and we didn't get it on the night vision binoculars, because through all these leaves down here, we really couldn't see any movement at all, and we were scanning it, and very little openings here and there, and we didn't see anything go by. We didn't see a body or legs to an animal. We didn't see anything. So it was out here for a little while, making all kinds of racket, and if it was some kind of mating call or something, nothing was answering it. There was nothing in the distance making the same sound, like two were communicating. But it's nevertheless, it was a sound I never heard before, and so I have no idea, but I'm sure it's just something simple that belongs in the woods, and I just happen to never hear it in my lifetime. So anyway, let me know what you guys think down below, and every night I continue to watch and listen and scan the property, and I go up into the woods with those infrared binoculars, but I haven't seen anything at all to get on video. Nothing, but I sure do hear plenty. Actually, you hear more than what you see. You really can't see anything here. It's mainly just noises, sounds, things walking around in the woods, and stuff getting thrown, and sticks getting knocked against saplings, and things like that. And large sticks snapping and breaking up in the woods. I mean, I know anything can make that sound, but it's just the idea that I'm not getting anything. But I'm going to be going up into the woods to check my trail cam and stuff, and I'll be doing another video and see if there's anything on there. Because up as far as to date, I've only gotten just deer and the occasional other animals that go through the area, like coyote, turkey, and what have you. So natural, animals to the area. So anyway, you guys, let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.